Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back to another episode of the Budget Cut Podcast, brought to you by DopeContent.com and MT Darkness. We are live on Twitch, not on YouTube right now. I'm not on whatever else right now. We are directly on Twitch. Oh, kind of going old school. This is where it started. This is where we're going to do it today. We're all on Twitch. As you see, I got my guy MT Darkness. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on his Twitch as well. Make sure you follow him if you're not following him already. It's been a couple of weeks. Man, it's been a couple of weeks since we been live. I just got home from SportsCon in Dallas, so I'm a little tired as hell. Voice might be a little shot, but we are here anyway. Yeah. So before we get into it, Dark, how's everything going? How you been? How you living?
I'm doing all right. Everything's good over here. It's been raining a lot frequently for the summertime. I don't like that. But that's the only negative thing that's going on in my life. So other than that, pretty good. A lot of wrestling has been happening too that we missed. We haven't talked about. But yeah, how you been?
Man, been good. Running around like a maniac, doing these local events. Sammy Callahan, we was talking off stream. Sammy Callahan's Pro Wrestling Revolver did a show for the first time ever in Dallas here. Just last week or 2 weeks ago? I don't even remember. I think it was last week. So I emailed him, got to cover that. Sammy is a nice guy. Chris Bay is a super nice guy. Finally met Speedball Mike Bailey, who is a nice guy. I met Ace Austin. Alley Catch, and of course Sammy Callahan. So it was great, man. Good experience, and that match between Alley Catch and Sammy Callahan was crazy. Went all over the arena. Sammy Callahan does not give a damn. He's gonna do whatever he wants. It was a part where Alley Catch took her mother's prosthetic leg off of her mom in the crowd, literally just pulled it from her pants leg and hit Sammy in the face with it. And then there was a point in the ring where Sammy Callahan stapled Alley Cat. She took Sammy, so they had posters and stuff they was, selling and stuff. He took a staple from the fan. He took a poster from the fan, took a stapler, stapled it to her forehead, put it back on the table. And they was selling it after the show. And you could see the little blood on it and everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I hope the wrong person doesn't buy that. Good Lord.
So
there's some freaks out there.
Yeah, they broke doors. It was crazy. They broke doors, and a lot of kids after the show ran under the ring and grabbed door pieces and took home and had it autographed. So it was a crazy show, man. So shout out to Pro Wrestling Revolver and Sammy Callahan just for allowing me to come out there and do that, man. That was pretty good crowd too. Very good crowd. It was pretty much sold out for the first event ever here in Texas. So they said they're coming back for sure. So That's good to know. This weekend I've been doing the SportsCon, which this is my first time doing that. I just really didn't even hear about it until recently. Well, you're supposed to meet they had a whole roster of people, of celebrities and athletes you're supposed to meet. A good 70% of them didn't even show up. Right? So, long story short, the ones I did meet, I made the most of it, took a lot of photos, and networked my butt off. So, I wasn't getting manager numbers and emails and all that. I got personal numbers of a lot of celebrities, from ballers, from Power, from one-on-one and all them. So it's gonna be some podcasts coming pretty soon. From boxers, I got an interview from former welterweight champion, who, if you watch boxing, you know him because he just retired. But I ain't gonna say his name. That interview's dropping tomorrow. I got that today. WWE fan, what's good? So yeah, man, we out here trying to work. Got some wrestlers, Dark, some independent wrestlers. I'm gonna send them to you. You might know some of them anyway, but got real cool with them this weekend. And some of them recognized me from the Pro Wrestling Revolver thing. but got real cool with them this weekend. So
nice.
Yeah, it's about to be a good. Bushido in the building. What's good, man? Appreciate the follow.
Been a minute, bro. How you doing?
Yeah, it's been a while. Appreciate the sub, Bushido.
Yeah.
37 months, dude. 36. Jesus.
Oh
man.
my God, Bushido. Oh, Max, 29-month streak. Good Lord.
Yeah, let's get it, baby.
Get on my level.
Oh, 37 months for Bushido. But long story short, I've been out here grinding, trying to build this business, man. Trying to grow. That's it. You know, so I'm kind of tired. Like I said, is that echo? Did you hear echo?
I don't hear an echo. Bushido with the 28 months, so okay. I forgot to shout him out. Appreciate you, my guy.
I thought I heard a mini echo. I just wanted to make sure it was off.
Nah, you good.
Cool. So been out here grinding like crazy, and we're gonna get it, man. I'm telling you, I'm not playing no games. We're about to get it, and the whole fam is gonna eat once we do get it. I'm telling you, I'm just laying groundwork, fellas. I'm laying groundwork. It's coming together. I'm laying that groundwork, and this weekend was very huge. It was a huge piece in that groundwork. So, but more on that later on in the week, and just stay up to date. DopeContent.com. We got a lot going on. We missed Money in the Bank. We didn't get to talk about. Slammiversary was last night.
Yep.
Was it Double or Nothing that we didn't talk about?
Forbidden Door.
Forbidden Door.
Yep.
Let me ask you this real quick, because I'm starting to feel like Impact and AEW are low key trying to battle with each other, because there's a lot of stuff happening that's like on the same day. August 27th is All Out, right?
Yeah.
Or All In. I'm sorry. So did you see the announcement that Impact made last night?
Is that their Multiverses United show?
I think so.
Oh boy. On the same night?
Yes.
Wow.
And I believe they are bringing in, I gotta find it. I believe it's the New Japan World Heavyweight Champion for that night.
Sonata. Yeah. Oh, Emergence. Yep. You're talking about Emergence. Yep. I saw that. I thought that was announced. Sonata's gonna be there. Yeah.
So it's like we had Collision and Slammiversary last night, and
Look,
then yeah.
One thing's for sure. Out of all of this, New Japan is eating right now. New Japan is
cleaning up, dude.
It's like New Japan is the man in the middle, and he's playing both ladies against each other.
Yeah.
And both ladies know about it, and they're still letting it happen. That's exactly what this is.
I'm telling you, New Japan is just eating.
Yeah.
Just eating. Like, all right, you want us?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. You want us? Bet. So, like, they out here eating. So as you see on the screen, we got a new overlay here. You know, if you want to call in the show, the phone number is there. Dope Content does have a business number that you can call in the shows. Any live podcast, 214-833-9822. So if you the type that don't want to put your face on the screen and join a guest star, you can just call in. That's all you got to do. So once we open the lines, and I say the lines are open, you can call in. If I don't say the lines are open and you call my phone, it's getting ignored. That's all I'm saying. Because the lines are not open. But the number is on the screen, 214-833-9822. We're going to get into this week of wrestling, and then we're going to open up the lines if y'all want to call in. So
just like that. Just that easy.
Yeah, just that easy. And here we are adding more stuff to the show for the fans to get even more interactive than what we already were.
Yeah.
So I guess let's get it. Where do you want to start? Ask that.
You want to go through our highlights from Money in the Bank and Forbidden Door? Just like quick highlights?
Yeah, so what stood out for you? You want to start with AEW first or WWE?
Yeah, we'll go in the order that they happen, I guess.
So what stood out for the AEW for you for the AEW show? Is there anything you didn't like about that show?
I thought that this was a show of the year candidate. I thought this was really, really solid, top down. I think the one match that didn't do that well, I think, was MJF Tanahashi. MJF kind of carried Tanahashi throughout that match, which that was all right. I wasn't really expecting much out of Tanahashi. He's getting older, and like that was his knees are rough nowadays. Yeah. Punk and Kojima was pretty interesting. The crowd hated Punk that entire weekend.
Clothesline.
Kojima.
Lariat.
What is it called? The 4-way for the international championship was a really good match. Daniel Garcia was hilarious in there. Obviously, that meme has been going around still to this week.
Geez.
So, oh my Lord, that was so funny. I was hoping that Sonata and Jungle Boy would be like a low key, banger, like it would steal the show like last year Ospreay and Cassidy did. But that kind of it was a good match, but it wasn't a great match. Is what I would say. It didn't like go above expectations for me. It just kind of met them, and that was it. And then it kind of ended out of nowhere for me too. But yeah, I think the three big highlights of the show for me were that 10-man tag. The crowd went crazy as soon as the Elite and the Blackpool Combat Club all came out, and that match was just really fun to watch. Danielson and Okada was really interesting too. Little fun fact: Okada hasn't tapped out to anybody in 15 years. The last person to tap out Okada was Nakamura back when he was wrestling for New Japan, and Danielson did it with one arm. So that was insane. That was pretty crazy. That he legit broke his arm, and he went to the press conference afterwards with no problems, a smile on his face. And Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega was just insane.
Jeez.
That was fantastic. Yeah. That's my new match of the year. This was ridiculous. This match was insane.
Man, do you think that should have been the main event?
I think it should have. Danielson thought it should have been.
I was
he even said at the press
shocked.
conference, he's just like, I didn't want to follow that. He said that. Yeah. And I was like, I don't blame you, man.
Dude, I was shocked when I saw that they was about to do their match, and I was like, wait, this is not the main event? I was shocked. Overall, though, it was a good show. Forbidden Door was good, very entertaining. Like you said, Kenny Omega and Ospreay, I watched that match a couple of times, man. I was like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. The stuff that they're doing, and they're still telling the story. Like, this is...
And that Tiger Driver 91 that he did on Omega at the end. That was... I thought he was pulling him up for the Storm... what is it called? The Storm Chaser or something like that. Yeah. Storm Driver. And he just ends up planting him. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Dude, every single match they have, I ask the same question. How are they necks not broke?
Yeah.
Every match they have, I'm like, yo... Somebody next should be broke right now.
I'm kind of terrified because if they do have their third match in Wembley, which they have to, that's the proper step up from here. But when they have their third match, that match is just going to be so insane. I don't know what's going to happen.
That might be 2 hours long. Because it's crazy, man. Can't Get the Tables in the building. Shout out to Get the Table. Shout out to Bushido. Make sure you follow them if you're not following them already.
Yeah. Tony.
Man, look, Kenny kicking out at 1 and Arena going crazy.
The One-Winged Angel, yeah, that was ridiculous. That was nuts.
Kenny is the king of kicking out in 1 and getting that pop. Like, nobody does it better than him. And it was funny because later in the week, you see Seth Rollins try to do it, and you see Dustin Rhodes try to do it as well. And the reaction just wasn't the same. I was like, stop this, man. It's too soon to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But Kenny is the king of doing that, man. It only works with him.
What is it called? Yeah, somebody put a play-by-play of the time he did it with what was it? Like Nick Jackson or something?
Yeah.
From Revolution, and then the time that he did it with Will Ospreay, and it was just both times the crowd just went insane. It was nuts. It's ridiculous, man. But AEW was a very good show. I pretty much agree with everything you said. The Bryan Danielson match was a little bit of a letdown, but at the same time, we know why. Because he had a broken arm, they had to, change some things up. But I expected more. And if he wasn't injured, if he didn't get injured, I know they would have did more. So, I just let that one slide off the, as for what it is. But it was still a good match. But I just know I could tell that they were setting up for some more stuff. And then I remember seeing the ref go to Bryan at one point, and then it was like everything changed from that moment. So probably the seizure spot. That's when they went in and checked on him.
Yeah.
By the way, did you see that AEW is implementing a bunch of new rules now.
I saw that, and I see everybody talking about, oh man, it's WWE all over again.
I mean, these rules should have probably been like part of the rules. A lot of these rules are basically centered towards MJF and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Like no doing fake seizures, like no unsafe buckle bombs, no more what is it called? No
taking
more
stuff from the
drinks
crowd.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You pouring them in their face. Man. Yeah, you can't do that. So.
Oh my gosh.
And certain moves, you got to get approval to do
beforehand. Yeah.
Which
yeah.
I'm not mad at it. Tony's trying to, make people safer. I mean, you got to get these people going. Rob with his capping self. He first coming is always capping. I remember I had a broken arm, and I went to successfully defend my title 27 times before I retired. Yeah, okay, Rob.
Yep, Rob, everybody.
Good old Rob, good old capping Rob. That's what he do. Rob even called in and capped doing my Cowboys thing the other day, last week. So yeah, I got to hear Rob just cap. He say Rob wasn't even born yet. Exactly, Tony. I'm not doing this with Rob today. Let's get the money in the bank. Let's get the money in the bank. Let me ask you this straight off the bat. Damian Priest, right decision, wrong decision?
I'm okay with Damian.
I mean, we kind of called it.
I like Damian winning. If they weren't gonna go with what's his name, Cody, then yeah, or LA Knight, then I think that this was a good decision. So
I mean, everybody's mad because LA Knight, LA Knight didn't get the win, and I'm like, dude, LA Knight has been hot for like a month and a half. Y'all just now starting to cheer for him, and y'all want him to get the title now? Like, stuff takes time. It's a build up to certain things. They're not just going to change their plans that they had with Priest.
Well, listen, this is actually not a bad thing. So everybody was pissed off, but you have built now your Intercontinental Champion to be a giant monster. And if you want to do what they did with Jade basically in AEW and just give that momentum to somebody, you've got somebody made right there in LA Knight. I think he needs to be the one that takes out Walter or Gunther for that title.
He's on SmackDown,
he's on Raw, isn't he? Oh my!
Gunther,
well, they don't care about the draft. They don't care about the
now. If he what it looks like is gonna, he said they don't care about the facts, but what it looks like is gonna happen is he's gonna go for the U.S. title
after Theory,
and then because Theory just they don't know what to do with him, man. They don't know what to do with him, and it's kind of shocking because Triple H Theory.
Go ahead.
Triple H liked Theory, and we all know how Vince felt about him. So for the fact that he beat John Cena and they can't find nothing for him, it's crazy to me. So
is it not kind of sad to you that it kind of feels like Grayson Waller is the same as Theory, except he's more fun to watch? He's like better on the mic.
Well, he's better on the mic.
Better in the ring, in my opinion. Like it's just.
And
he's kind of getting the same. And Grayson Waller was literally in the ring with Cena at Money in the Bank, and then this week he just had a singles match with Edge. Like if that doesn't tell you what they think about this guy, like man.
And the thing about it, people say he's better in the ring, like you said, but they water Theory's moves down so much. Like if you watch NXT Theory and the first year of Theory on the main roster versus now, he don't do none of that stuff no more. So whatever, man. They gave this guy a beard, made him serious, and just took away all his moves. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I don't know. Let's just take the title off of him, give him a restart or something. I don't know, but we'll see what happens.
Because this momentum for him is running out quick.
Momentum is dead, but. we pretty much called it with Priest because we both said it after Backlash. We both said Priest is putting in work, and the match he had with Bad Bunny should instantly put him. He should be rewarded for that. And this is what's happening. Judgment Day is hot. Priest is the big man in Judgment Day. Priest is rewarded for he can talk on the mic. He got the look. I mean, it's nothing he can't do right now. So. Yeah, of course he won Money in the Bank. Everybody want LA Knight, to win it. And it's just like, bro, he just got hot. He ain't been winning no matches. He only won like 3 matches. You know what I'm saying? So you just want him to just elevate over everybody because everybody likes saying and LA Knight all of a sudden. Like that caught on because he carried the whole thing with Bray Wyatt. And then he came out, just kept saying it. Then his backstage stuff, caught on too with like Hit Row and all that. But in the ring, he wasn't winning matches. So you can't just put him above everybody. It didn't make sense to me. So I like what they're doing with LA Knight. They're starting to bring him out just to even talk and get that pop. LA is gonna be just fine. I ain't worried about it, man. So
it looks like they're setting him up for a title program. So we'll get into that later. But
so yeah, they're setting him up. Yeah, I'm not worried about him. Everybody, make him a champ now. He should have won. LA Knight, this Damien Priest ain't. Man, shut up. Shut up. Shut your ass up. You always complain about some shit. You're not finna elevate LA Knight over no Damien Priest. Fuck out of here. Y'all better be glad my voice have gone. I'm on a full rant right now. Like dead ass serious. Y'all better be glad that I didn't pretty much spent my voice, man. But what was the main event? Usos versus the Bloodline. Your thoughts?
I thought that it was incredibly boring for the first 20 minutes. It was just very slow.
Yeah.
A lot of holding, a lot of just screaming to the crowd, just very, very low paced. But the energy from the crowd, it kind of saved it in that moment. Because the heat for Roman was really, really good.
Yeah.
But the ending of that match was fantastic. It was really good, and that's what you would expect from these guys. So, that double pin, the stacking the Usos, and then them kicking out unsuccessfully, that pop was nuts. The crowd went crazy when that happened. And giving Jey the first pinfall victory over Roman in 3 years. That was pretty wild. So we'll see if he can do it again. I have a feeling that he's not going to win at SummerSlam. I still think they want to put the title on Cody, even though I don't. The only way that can happen now is if he wins the Royal Rumble twice in a row, which that's probably going to happen.
And it's not going to help him. Okay. They better not go. All right.
This is what I'm saying. Roman didn't have to have the title for any of this. I keep saying this every week, but he really didn't have to have the title for any of this. But that's probably going to be the program next in Philadelphia.
I'm going to tell you this right now. July 15th, 2023. If Cody Rhodes win another Royal Rumble back-to-back and then goes to Philly, they're not going to cheer him like they think they are. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh, 16th. My bad, Rob. It is the 16th. Yeah, July 16th. But I'm telling you, man, they better find another way. If they go do that, they can't give him the Royal Rumble again and just have him go to. They can't do that again.
The same match, bro. I don't understand. I don't know, man. I saw somebody say on Twitter earlier this week that it was just it makes more sense that Roman still has the title. And then somebody put underneath it, it's just does it really? Because if Roman lost the belt and he's chasing Cody, I think that's a better story.
But if he's chasing Cody, how is him and Jey and all this gonna?
I mean, it's just how it is now, dope. Everything's still gonna play out the exact same way, except we're gonna get to a result in a different way. Roman doesn't need the title for any of this stuff with the bloodline to be happening.
I think
Roman has not even defended the belt since WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's part of it is just ridiculous. Well, he defends it at house shows.
Oh,
that's how he keeps his every 30 days from expiring. He defends it once a month at house shows.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, exactly. Tony, get the tables. I'm telling you, they better not go that route. That route is not going to work with Philly fans. So that's too predictable. You got to do something off. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do it. I'm sorry, but I think. Listen, I'm gonna keep saying this. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care how y'all feel about Cody winning. Cody can win that title still. But to take it off of Roman, it has to be freaking Jey Uso. And I think that's why
we both want him to win at SummerSlam. I just don't think it's gonna happen. I'll be so shocked if Jey beats Roman. I'll be so shocked. I just don't feel like that's about to happen.
What was your expression when he pinned Roman? Cause I know mine. I was shocked as hell when he pinned him at.
I wasn't too. I felt like this was the only way that the story was going to move forward, was if he got the pin. If Roman's team lost, I was semi-shocked that he got the pin, but I thought it was a good way to set this up. It gives a lot of believability that he can get the title from Roman, but I feel like Triple H is scared to take the title away from Roman. It just feels like he's afraid.
The fact that Roman has now him and Solo got 2 L's in back-to-back pay-per-views is shocking enough as a team. But I said if the Usos are gonna win, Solo's gonna take the pin, and Roman was gonna get mad at Solo. That was gonna lead to whatever. Jey and Roman still argue, and the Usos try to get Solo involved. And that led to the one-on-one match between Jey and Roman. But Roman took the pin. Jey hit that splash. I'm telling you, I'm sitting in this exact seat that I'm in now. I didn't even, Jey hit the splash. I was like, looked off. I didn't even care that he hit the splash because I'm like, Roman is the king of kicking out at 2.99. And then I heard 3. I heard the bell. I looked back at my screen. Eyes was just big, like, nah, stop playing, bro. I was like, Roman didn't get pinned, right? And my son was sitting next to me, my oldest, and his eyes was just big, like, and his mouth was open, like, Dad, Roman just lost. I was like, no way, bro. So,
that's funny.
Alice, what's good? So I was shocked. I was shocked that Roman actually took the pin. I thought Solo was going to be the one to take the pin, but Roman took the pin. I loved it. It was perfect. And I was like, this is what I'm talking about. It's time for Jey to get heels finally. It has to be Jey. I'm sorry. It has to be Jey. This whole storyline started with freaking Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. That's all it's about. Everybody else is extra. Fuck what Cody got going on. Jimmy Uso, Solo, Sammy, KO, all these people don't matter. I mean, they help the story. Cool. At the end of the day, it's about Jey. I'm sorry. That's how it should end.
Isn't this like the anniversary coming up? Because Roman won the title at a SummerSlam, right?
I thought he won it.
He won the Universal title from Bray and Braun in a triple threat match, I think in 2020. So this would be the 4th year anniversary.
Was it SummerSlam or Payback?
No, it was. Oh,
because I think he came back at SummerSlam and then
no. It was because at Payback is when he did the thing where he's just like, all 6 of these guys are going to be in an elimination chamber, and whoever wins gets to have a title match immediately afterwards. And I think Cesaro won that and then got destroyed by Roman afterwards. Or no, Bryan won that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think that's what happened at Payback. So we're going way too far.
2020 is a blur. Yeah, 2020 is a blur.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will. Rob is looking it up, so we'll find out in a minute. But Io Shirai winning the women's ladder match. What you think about that?
Oh, I was so happy about that, and I like the way that she did it too. I thought it was very creative. The way that she just like handcuffed both of them to the ladder, so they just had to watch her grab it. I thought that was really cool. I like that a lot. That was yeah. I really like that choice, and it's about time they put some gold on her, because if she's your champion, she is gonna have some fire ass matches. It's gonna be fantastic. She'll have a great run.
Yeah, Rob said he won the title at Payback. So SummerSlam is when he returned. Payback is when he won the title from Bray and Braun. Triple threat match. Oh, okay. He said, first of all, how dare you, man? Bayley deserved to be in handcuffs, Rob, because she already pushed Io right off the damn ladder earlier in the match.
It just happened. That was actually pretty crazy.
Yeah, so she deserved that. That was a good match. I think the men's Money in the Bank match was one of my favorite Money in the Bank matches of all time. They could.
that was an unfortunate spot with Logan and Ricochet.
Yeah.
But my God, Ricochet's recovery to pull off a one-man Spanish fly.
Yeah.
Off of that was insane. I was like, good Lord. I was not expecting that. I thought he was just gonna fall with them, and he just goes for a Spanish fly. I was like, Jesus Christ!
And he didn't give a damn.
And Logan's face planted right on one of those ladders. Tables. I was like, Jesus! Yeah. Holy smokes!
He didn't give a damn about Logan, how Logan was gonna land. He was like, "Nah, I'm doing this move." And that's what it is. So you just gonna have to come with me, buddy. However you land is how you land. But yeah, that was one of my favorite Money in the Bank matches, period. That they cooked in that match. I got to give it to them on that. Overall, good show. Nothing else really stood out. I'm trying to think what else that happened in that show that might have stood out.
They had Rollins and Balor and Riddle and Gunther, but that was disappointing for me. I thought that was going to be better.
Yeah, Rollins and Balor was good too.
That was a good match. Yeah, I did not like the ending. I did not like like that distraction finish with Priest. Yeah, but besides that, I thought the match was really good.
Yeah. So, fire show from AEW and from WWE pay-per-views coming through. So let's speed it on up. If you missed last week, if you don't know what happened last week, I don't know what to tell you. But we're not finna go back over it. We about to go over what happened this past week. Which Finn Balor, damn, I'm cracking. Finn Balor and Priest have been getting into it since Money in the Bank, and Finn Balor was coming out to cut a promo to start the show. Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio instantly, cut that off. The music played. Rhea cut them off. She's like, "We're not doing this in public in front of everybody. Y'all need to get it together. Y'all need to get it together tonight." Finn Balor walks out the ring, walks away from Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio. We move on. Seth Rollins comes out eating buffalo wings.
Hey, biggest heel of the show. Right? No, you're skipping past this. You need to put some analysis on this one part, because this was pretty bad. Guys, he came out not eating chicken wings, taking a bite of a wing and then throwing them away. Like, this guy, you can't tell me he's the face of this company. He's a heel. This guy's an asshole. How are you going to waste a perfectly good thing of wings? Just seeing this right, I'm getting mad even just looking at this again. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dope. I'm sorry.
He comes out eating the wing. I'm sorry, taking a bite and throwing each wing just away. Yeah, crazy. And I'm a chicken person too, but he calls out Dominic Mysterio. And he just really made fun of both of them, and then they set up a rematch for Dom and Seth, which I didn't like. I didn't care for it. I was like, why doing this again? But whatever. They got a match coming up. Cool. Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle defeated Imperium. Giovanni Vinci took the pin. And they kind of going back to the NXT days where Gunther was pissed off at Giovanni, and Giovanni was looked at as the weak link of Imperium. So we'll see what they're doing. It's a lot of groups that's getting into it with each other. I don't like the theme right now going in WWE while all these groups arguing and all that stuff. But we'll see what happens there. Judgment Day attacked Seth Rollins, of course, on 301, and they was trying to get Priest to cash in, but Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn came out and helped Seth Rollins, and that led up to setting up a match for later on. Logan Paul, I'm sorry, let's just call it what it is. He destroyed Ricochet in that freaking promo. Bruh. It's just, if that promo was meant to help Ricochet, it didn't at all. Because Logan destroyed that man like it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Poor Ricochet. I felt bad for him.
Well, Ricochet is in a long-going rivalry with the microphone, so I don't think he's ever going to win that rivalry. So
yeah, oh my God. And Logan just destroyed him. Like, Ricochet's in the middle of cutting the promo. They're chanting Logan sucks, and Logan bust out laughing and say, "Ha ha ha, you're talking, but they're chanting my name while you're talking in the middle of your promo." And I was like, "Dawg, don't say that, man. Like, you, come on, man." Ricochet already struggled on the mic, and you just calling it out, and you just like shitting on him. He's like, I'm a WWE superstar. You're just a flashy guy. You just want the highlights and the TikTok and all that. Ricochet does this little weird running the place thing while Logan is talking. So I know what he's about to do because we watch NXT back in the day. We know what's about to happen. He hits the ropes, does his flip, and as he's running, I'm like, this is not going to be the same effect as it was at NXT because this is not that crowd.
Nope.
He does his flip.
They don't say nothing.
He lands right in front of Logan. Logan does the look, and I was just like, nothing. It was. He stands there, and then Logan turns around and say, "See, that's what I'm talking about. You proving my point." That was cool before TikTok. And then I was like, bro, he just shitting on him again. Like, they're not even reacting to Ricochet being athletic anymore. That was the only thing they were reacting to with Ricochet. Now they just don't care. So, man,
called him on his shit. That was terrible. It was horrible. It was really tough to watch.
Oh, man.
Whenever Ricochet's in these segments, it wasn't as bad as the Drew McIntyre thing, but this was still pretty bad.
Right.
Yeah.
I felt bad. bad. My guy Ricochet, man, I'm a huge Ricochet fan, but they got to figure something out. Low key, what I want for Ricochet, I want him to be that athletic chicken shit heel. I want him to turn heel to where he's doing all of this, kind of like what Leo Rush was when he was with Bobby Lashley.
Just running around all the time.
He'll just do a whole bunch of athletic stuff. He'll do a whole bunch of dirty stuff too. And then people try to get him, but he's so athletic and fast that they can never catch him. And that's how he starts winning matches. He just sneaky, quick, athletic, does some dirty shit with his athleticism and take off. Like, I think something like that where he ain't got to talk a lot. And he could just be this guy that's just doing all this. Yeah, something got to happen, man, because yeah, like Jungle Boy is cutting better promos than Ricochet right now. So,
oh boy.
Moving on, Zoe Starks defeated Becky Lynch. I love that. I'm gonna just say it. I love that. That was good for Zoe Stark. So shout out to Zoe Stark for that. Shout out to Becky for putting her over like a true pro that she is. Got anything on that match?
Nope, nothing. What are you talking about? Zoe Starks and Becky Lynch?
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean, Zoe Starks did a good job carrying Becky, so there you go.
Anyway, here we moving on. Let me make sure I can skip nothing here. The Viking. So the Alpha Academy had a graduation ceremony for Maxine Dupree, and of course the Viking Raiders raided the academy. They attacked Maxine and stole the Letterman's jacket that they gave Maxine Dupree. It's crazy because they're getting over. Alpha Academy is getting over with this. Maxine Dupree is getting over as hell. When she hit Valhalla with that suplex 2 weeks ago, and she did thank you, and everybody yelled it with her, I was like, holy shit. Like, so whatever they're doing is working. So I'm not even going to complain. I was going to complain at first about the Viking Raiders and Alpha Academy just doing this, whatever they're doing, but it seems to be working with the crowd. So I'll shut up. So I'll just shut up until, otherwise. When they start working with the crowd, then I'll talk again. But right now, I'm going to shut up. Let me see what Rob say. He said he told her to take off her. Oh yeah, yeah. We're not going there, Rob. Shayna Baszler. You know what, dog? Now, see, I'm about to get mad again.
You getting mad? Oh yeah.
Let's hear it. Why is Emma? Why did she come back?
I don't know. That's
outside of Mad Cow
question. That is a fantastic. She was doing better work actually in Impact. She was very entertaining and very funny to watch in Impact. She was really good.
Hell, she was working in Impact.
Huh?
She was working in Impact. She's not even working it until
you remember when she would do those like backstage interview segments with like those were hilarious. She was really good. Her and was it Caleb? Oh my god. Yeah. Caleb with a K. But yeah, no, she is just, I don't know what is going on now. I guess she's there just to be with her husband.
He's not even wrestling right now.
Yeah, but neither of them are.
They just going on vacation with the money. They going to catering and going on vacation with the money. That's all they're doing.
You know what? When you find somebody you love, babe, that's all that you need, dope. There you go.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
As long as they're happy. There you go.
If WWE paid me to go to catering and go on vacation with my lady, I'll do the same shit too.
That's every week.
Every week. I ain't got to wrestle. I don't care.
All right, guys, we're going to Chicago this week. Hey, baby, we're going to Chicago.
There you go.
Hey, let's go.
And then in the middle of the week, we go to Cabo or something, take pictures there, and come back. Like, I'm good. But
they only have to be. They don't even have to be there for the for what they're on SmackDown, right? So they don't even have to be there for Raw.
Well, they're on Raw.
One show and they're good. Oh, they're on Raw.
Yeah.
So they don't even have to be there on Friday. They have the whole weekend to do whatever they want. Though.
You do your show Raw and you just go bye.
That's it.
So, but good Lord, man, Emma's so much better than that, man. I thought when she came back, it was gonna be something different, especially with Triple H. You know, whatever, man. I just don't get it. But Shayna Baszler picking up momentum, defeated Emma. Ronda Rousey attacked Baszler. And you know what? I'm hearing rumors about Ronda, and I'm low key getting mad about that too, because Ronda low key is doing her best in ring work, as far as like selling for other people, and just like she's starting to. It's finally starting to click with her, because she doesn't have that pressure of being the main event women's match anymore. She's just kind of been in the background. Her last few matches with like Liv Morgan and all of that, she was doing great selling in these tag matches, you know, outside of WrestleMania. I don't know what happened with WrestleMania. That was just stupid. But after that, when she got back in the ring, like she sold for what's that team? I can't think of their name. Former NXT champions. Kaden and Katana. She sold for them too. Alba Fire.
Yeah, Alba Fire and
Aladon.
What? Where are they?
They just disappeared, bro. They lost and disappeared.
That's so sad, man. What the hell?
Just, yeah.
Why would you even take them from what is it called at that point?
Why?
And they were your champions, so you just took the champions just to get rid of the belts. What? That's crazy. That's
you got rid of those
insane.
belts. Yeah, you got rid of those belts while you're starting to rebuild your women's tag team division on NXT. Like,
see, this is probably why Sean was pissed off. He already knew what they were doing. He's just like, man.
Man. But where it is, Ronda's gonna be leaving permanently after SummerSlam. So, and I'm like, now she want to leave when I'm just now starting to actually enjoy her work in the ring, the way she's selling, and you know her promos I still don't care for, but in ring work, I'm like, yo, she's doing a good job. Like she made Kaden and Katana look real good. She's been making Liv and back muscles look real good. I can't think of her name right now.
What's her name? Rodriguez? Raquel.
Yeah, Raquel Gonzalez Rodriguez. Yeah, there you go. So, you making her look great. And it's just like, now you about to leave? You making Shayna look great again. Shayna look like that badass again. And you about to leave? Like, nah, come on now. Don't do it now.
I'll tell you something though. At least I know for a fact if Ronda's going out on this match, she is going to make her friend look insanely good.
Yeah. This
match is actually going to be probably one of the better matches that we've seen from them in a while.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens there, but good job for Shayna. Who's the face and who's the heel here? Because one week Shayna was cheered big time, and then previously Ronda was cheered again.
So I think this week they were trying to course correct, because last week when not Ronda, but Shayna, when Shayna came out last week and said all that shit, I don't think they. She said all that stuff, and she was not wrong in saying anything that she said.
At all.
It worked for her. Like the crowd immediately got behind her. So I think that's why they didn't even have any speaking going on. They just had Ronda come out and beat the piss out of Shayna. And then Shayna backed away like a coward. I was like, when I saw her like backing away like a coward, I was just like, okay, this is what they want.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they wanted Shayna to be coming across as a sympathetic face.
Because she turned on Ronda. But they were both heels when she turned on her too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that helped the faces win. So and then she cut that promo, and I was like, okay, so is she the face? Because We supposed to feel bad from Ronda, from what I'm guessing, because Ronda's like, why?
Like if they wanted Ronda to be the face, then they should have had her cut the promo first. But I feel like if they didn't want her to say anything in the microphone for a reason.
Jeez. Yeah. But we'll see. I've been waiting on that match for a while, so I'm glad to see that they're going to finally do that. That'll be a good match. Yeah, because they know each other. The chemistry is there. And again, Ronda is doing her best in-ring work. So that's going to be a good match. Cody Rhodes challenged Brock Lesnar to a rematch at SummerSlam. Because you know they got to do their third match.
What do you think a stipulation is going to be?
I don't know.
What if it's 3 stages of hell? Wouldn't that be dope?
That's not happening.
You don't think so?
It should happen, but I don't think it's
the
happening.
only reason I'm thinking 3 stages of hell is because I recently saw that clip from the end of the Triple H Stone Cold match, where
when Stone Cold got hit in the head with that
lifted
beer.
him up he lifted him up with a crane, and when Triple H was still in the car and just dropped him, and then the pay-per-view just went out. And from Survivor Series, you remember that?
How many times did murder happen on WWE program and they just came back like nothing else?
Like nothing happened. Nope. Yeah.
Like, dude, his car was. Dude, you know how traumatizing that was as a young, you know what I'm saying, teenager or a kid watching that? You was like,
that was the
what?
timing of that was hilarious. Because they did that, and then the next day, Chris Benoit passed away, and they're just like, well, we have to have a memorial show now. What a mistake that was. Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's when Vince McMahon limo blew up.
Mm-hmm.
And then Vince McMahon died, I don't know how many times. The stage collapsed on him and blew up.
Oh, my God. During the money, oh, my God.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. John Cena was out there trying to lift him.
Bruh, it's just nah, WWE is.
Oh my God.
WWE is funny, man.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Rob, when Rey Mysterio got launched off the building and came right back with a paper cut. Yeah. WWE fans say it's gonna be a bull rope match. I doubt it. He said Rey Mysterio lost the eye, yeah, and it just randomly healed back up.
They haven't done a bull rope match since what? The Shield versus Cody and Goldust, right? I think it's the last time.
Yeah, I don't think
that was a really good match.
I don't think they're gonna do that match simply for the fact that AEW has been doing that match.
See, I think that's exactly why they might.
They better not. The Miz and Ciampa in a no disqualification match. Ciampa with the return. No One Will Survive is back. I love it. Attacking the Miz because basically the Miz didn't text him or call him when he was hurt. So, and Ciampa was like, I've been, I was your friend. I was wearing these ugly green suits and this and that, riding your coattails, and you couldn't even call or text me. So that's the story. But I'm just glad Ciampa's back.
If I ever get sick and I go to the hospital and I don't get a text or a phone call from you, I'm coming for that no disqualifications match.
I gotta know if you're sick. I gotta know first. If I don't know, I'm like, hey, it's business as usual. If I don't know. So maybe that's the Miz excuse. He didn't know. Well, no, because that was on TV. So and he was gone for real. So what? He was 9 months.
It's been a long time.
So yeah, he had to know. So he can't even use that as an excuse. Never mind. But sure enough, I'm actually not even shocked by this. Bronson Reed comes out and helps the Miz by attacking Ciampa, and Miz gets the win over Ciampa thanks to Bronson Reed. And like, I wanted to be upset, and then I realized, I was like, he's paid both of these guys to do his dirty work. I'm not shocked. So I just shook my head. Whatever. That's how I felt about it. Whatever. I just kept it moving.
Setting up for DIY. That's all that is.
Oh yeah. That's crazy because Johnny Gargano cut a promo. He did a video package like 3 weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we never seen him again. So, well, whatever. Whatever. Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville defeated Kaden Carter and Katana Chance.
I don't like that they're making them lose all the time. I don't understand that because they are the only actual tag team that you have. Like, they've been an established tag team for over a year. You don't have that in your women's division.
Mm-hmm.
And they actually have a good set of tag moves.
Yep.
They're fun to watch.
Yep.
Why not just build them up? Why are they the team that teams are going to beat when they're on a program. This doesn't make any sense to me. This is your
Yeah, you see, I got quiet. That's what I just got when I said it. I just got quiet. We're like, what?
Yeah.
What do they love about Sonya Deville so much that she just keeps getting freaking title shots? No matter if it's a solo title shot or a tag title shot, she can lose all of her matches and win that one match when it's the number one contendership match on the line, and she gets a title shot. I don't understand what they love about Sonya Deville. Like, I'm not saying she's bad or anything like that, but it's so many other women that should be doing stuff, and Sonya Deville keeps getting these title shots and title matches so she can lose. Like, are you gonna at least have her win at least one of them for shock value or something? Like, she's lost at least 37 title matches in the last 2 years, man. Like, just stop. Whatever, man. Whatever.
Babaruski, hey yo, how you doing, man?
Judgment Day defeated Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn in the main event. Very good, entertaining match. That is Raw in a nutshell. What are your thoughts?
It was a good show. It was a good show. There's just some things that were on here that I just kind of wasn't a fan of, but it was all right. I'm interested to see what this next Finn Seth match is going to be, because that seems like the direction that's going to be going in. And I don't know. I wish that Finn had won that title. But now that Damian has the contract, I don't know how that's going to work out. So
I was low-key pulling for Finn, too, at Money in the Bank. I can't lie. I was like, because everything Finn is saying is true. Like, Finn deserves that title. Finn deserves to get his revenge. I wasn't even mad at Finn for being mad and bringing it up. I was like, well, shit, he right.
We've seen a motivated Finn when he's a top champion in NXT. I'm not even talking about his first run. I'm talking about when he came back to NXT and he started the Prince gimmick. When he was the champion, he was on fire.
Yeah.
Like, this guy can be a great lead for your company if you just give him a chance. Like, Seth doesn't need to have this title. Seth has already done a good job going around from SmackDown to NXT, because fuck the draft, to establish this belt. So just give it to Finn at this point now and let him run with it. So
yeah, so
and we can't have a champion that disrespects chicken wings, because that's fucking ridiculous. So fuck Rollins.
So it looks like it's gonna be a rematch between those two at SummerSlam, and maybe Finn does win it. Because honestly, Rollins, if Rollins wanted to make a case for that being a title, to that's the most important title, he can simply say, since I've had this title, I've defended it more times than Roman has defended his title all year. So now this title is the most important title. He can simply say that, and I think that's what they're trying to do with him. That's why they got him going all over the place, because they're trying to hurry up and build his numbers up. So by SummerSlam, he could be like, this title has already been defended way more than that one this year. So this is the go-to title now. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Raw was all right. Raw was pretty good. I'm not mad about it. Let's move on to NXT. NXT started off Andre Chase, who just returned, and Duke Hudson defeating Drew Gulak and Charlie Dempsey in a tag team match. Rob is talking about Rhea. Man, that match ain't gonna happen, Rob. Rhea and Dom versus Sami and KO, that's not gonna happen. So it's WWE, not AEW. But NXT, Andre Chase, Duke Hudson defeated Drew Gulak and Charlie Dempsey. Cora Jade defeated Kalani Jordan in a one-on-one match. And my
WWE fans telling me I got to get over the chicken wing thing. I can't.
Nope.
Nah, never.
Nope.
I hold grudge. I'm petty like that. You don't know me like that, but I'm petty.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold this grudge for the rest of my life. On God. I swear to God.
Yeah. That was horrible. Taking bites and just throwing them. Like, you just bastard.
Yeah,
you don't do chicken wings like that, damn it. That's not how you do chicken wings. So, Jesus. Especially when we got a chicken wing shortage in America.
That's what I'm saying. Oh,
you out here throwing them. Get out of here, bro.
Get the hell out of here.
Jeez. But Kalani Jordan lose to Cora Jade, which is kind of expected at this point of their careers. Dragunov defeated Braun Breaker in the number 1 contenders match in a very physical match between those two. That was a very good match.
This was probably the best Braun Breaker match I've seen. I like this match a lot.
Braun, I like the heel Braun. It's getting better with him. And he mentioned 2 weeks ago that he's like, you know, I've only been wrestling for a year and a half, 2 years. He said I'm like 26 years old, man, and I'm already doing this and doing that. So he got a point. I'll give it to him. Tiffany Stratton defeated Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile is by herself now because Creed brothers lost. And yeah. Hey,
Rocket
shout out to the
AEW.
raid from Speeds and the Benchmark, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to them.
Let's go.
Make sure you follow them if you're not following them already. Shout out to Speeds, man. It's been a while, man. I hope y'all doing great, and I hope you had a great show.
Yeah.
So, man, make sure you follow Speeds and them if you're not doing that already. Tiffany Stratton defeated Ivy now. Like I said, Ivy is by herself. The Creeds are gone. I was a little shocked by them losing to whoever, the Dyad. Yeah, that's their name. Yeah, it's been a minute, Speeds, man. I hope all is well, man. We'll talk. It's been a lot going on. So, but what's your thoughts on the Creeds losing to the Dyad?
I think it's funny.
And where do you think
hilarious.
the Creeds go from there?
The Creeds are kicked out of NXT, and they weren't the ones that were even trying to leave in the first place. It was the schism.
Bruh.
That was funny as hell to me. That was hilarious. This is why you don't try to ask to be fired from the WWE. They'll punish you by making you win a loser leaves town match.
Right. Petty as hell, man.
Oh,
so
man.
do you see the Creeds on SmackDown or Raw?
Word's going around that they're not even leaving NXT. So I don't know what the plan is. Yeah, that's what's been reported, that they're still staying. They're still a part of NXT.
Okay.
I don't know what the plan is.
That's all right.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right. Shannon Stacks Lorenzo defeated Joe Coffey, and this match had a lot on the line. If Stacks wins,
Explain this to everybody, Dope.
so I've seen every segment, and I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is going on in this storyline. Right? I have not missed a segment in this storyline, and I still don't understand exactly what's going on.
What's happening is that Tony D'Angelo is in jail,
right?
And Joe Gacy has informed all of us that this case is open and shut. There's no reason why, if this went to court, Joe Coffey, I'm sorry, Joe Coffey has explained that there's no reason why when this goes to court that D'Angelo isn't going to go to, it's a closed case.
Right.
He's done. He's going to jail. But because wrestling, if D'Angelo's second can beat him in a wrestling match, they'll just throw out the case. It won't matter.
But wasn't it?
But if they win, they're just gonna go and take him to court. So because it's a sure case. But if he loses the match, they gotta drop the case.
And he's free. But what? This is stupid. But wasn't the week before? Wasn't Stacks like in cahoots with Joe Coffey though?
I think that's what they were trying to put that seed in everybody's mind. Yeah. Now he wants to help Tony.
Because he's no snitch.
No, he ain't a snitch. No, Stacks don't snitch.
He'll do some shady shit, but he don't snitch. That's where he draws the line. He'll put people in the trunk. He'll dump them in the ocean. And he'll tell.
We have seen these guys commit murders on TV. How are we?
Yeah, whatever, dog. Whatever. But he's no snitch. That's where he draws the line. I ain't no snitch. Okay.
Oh my God.
Well, Stacks won, so Tony D is free. He's not in jail.
They have to drop the case.
Drop the case. Over because a wrestling match. That's a wrestling match. I wish I could get my case dropped if I had a case over a wrestling match. So, and I didn't even have to fight. But okay. At the end during a match, you hear a phone call come through the speakers in the arena. of Tony D'Angelo calling stats and cheering him on from jail. And then Stats just woke up and, okay, moving on. Main event, Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams took on Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Crowd was going crazy. They was happy to see Judgment Day there. They was chanting welcome back. Judgment Day would look like they was back to their normal selves. But Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams end up getting the win because, you know, it's not the main roster. We're back in NXT, so now it's time for the NXT people to win versus it being on the main roster and Carmelo Hayes just losing clean to Finn Balor for no apparent reason at all. But that's the main event, and that is NXT in a nutshell. If y'all got something y'all want to say, call in. The phone lines are now open for Raw and NXT before we get to AEW. 214-833-9822. State your name once you call in. If you got an opinion on Raw and SmackDown, this is your time to do it now. Yeah, and don't get us banned. You will get hung up on. And if you call on some BS, you will get hung up on and blocked. To where you can't call us again. And I will block you from the stream as well. So, while y'all decide if y'all gonna call or not, Dark, what you got for NXT?
It was a good. I like seeing the Judgment Day come back to NXT. I felt bad for Hayes. Hayes keeps losing to these guys. Second time he lost to Finn Balor within like the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So that was unfortunate. But I am super excited for Dragunov and Carmelo Hayes. That match is gonna be banging. I cannot wait for that.
Well, Carmelo, they beat him this week though. They beat him in NXT.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said he keeps losing to Finn.
Oh, it like one-on-one matches.
He lost on Raw too. Yeah.
Okay. Just make sure I heard you right.
Yeah. But yeah, we said Wesley and Dominic Finn. We'll see. That'll be an interesting match.
I think they are.
That's going to be a very interesting match to watch. I'm glad that it's kind of interesting. Dom's progression. People were saying at the beginning of his run that he should have been in NXT, and apparently Rey Mysterio fought for him not to be. But that's kind of paying off for him now because good Lord.
The best.
Well, I would argue probably the best. Yeah, exactly. I was going to say
that. He said Oliver versus Braun was great. Yeah. Because we're not live on YouTube right now. I haven't been going live on YouTube because YouTube is pissing me off. So I'm live on Twitch only for this. And plus, we're not using Melon. We're using a different software as well. So we're live on Twitch, and the replay will be on YouTube and on the website. So that's what we're doing, Adam. NXT is a pretty solid show. Baron Corbin, what's this new character about to be?
I don't know, but I'm interested though. He said it's not gonna be a lone wolf. It's not gonna be. Thank God, it's not gonna be the king.
Yeah.
If he went back to being broke, I would not be mad at that though. I would actually be pretty happy if he went back to being broke bum Corbin.
He killed that one too. He said none of those old characters.
Yeah, I wish he wouldn't. That was the only one that worked for me. Well, no, besides the lone wolf, the broke Corbin was the best Corbin.
They really play with our emotions. They had him come out to the lone wolf for that 1 week. Then the next week they started doing video packages about him killing all of those characters. So they really played with us on that, man, because everybody was excited. The lone wolf is back. This is what we've been waiting on. And yeah, that was just a one thing. So
the entrance he did that 1 week though was hot as hell. I like that a lot. That was dope as fuck.
It was fire. Black Davenport and Roxanne Perez still going at it backstage. I forgot to talk about that. Then you got Gigi Dolan and Kiana James getting into it as well. So they cutting packages on each other. Von Wagner, they're trying their hardest to make him babyface.
Whenever somebody says Kiana James, I always in my head think of Katana Chance.
Yeah.
Both of those names sound the same to me, and I never. Those are the most generic names I've heard on the NXT roster, I think.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Gable Stevenson probably most likely just did a one-off because he's going to go back to the Olympics and all of that. So that's what it sounds like. He cuts the promo, said, I got a lot to think about, man. I got, NCAA, like how many championships are you going to win in NCAA? Like, yeah, I get the Olympics part, but nigga, you ain't graduate already? Like, what the fuck? Like, how old are you? You still in college? Shit, you at least 35, damn it. But, somebody cheating. But Los Lotharios size up Nathan Frazier and Dragon Lee. So that's going to be a tag match coming soon to look out for. Schism is trying to recruit Avi now since, Diamond Mine is dead and gone. And that's NXT in a nutshell. So a pretty good show. That whole Stacks Tony D'Angelo, that was just stupid to me. I'm sorry. That was a stupid finish to it. And it was something we could laugh about. So whatever. It is what it is. Shout out to NXT. No calls so far. So let's go ahead and get to AEW. We're not wasting no time. Let's go.
All right. Let's get to AEW. Still in Canada. We are getting closer to the end of the Owen Hart tournament. By this point, we're at the semifinals. The first match is Jericho and Commander. Jericho gets the win. After the match, Don Callis comes out and he shows footage of himself and Chris Jericho, like back in the early 90s, late 80s. And he's basically trying to recruit Jericho for his family. Jungle Boy, Hook is trying to find Jack Perry. That was kind of a weird segment. They found him in a car, but then Jack just kind of ran around like a cartoon character to the other side and then just bounced. I was like, all right.
Okay.
But next week, I don't know if it was announced on Dynamite, but I saw that it was announced on Instagram, at least, that Hook and Jack Perry are going to be fighting for the FTW title next week. So, up next, Don Callis is with Renee and says that he is going to announce who the 5th member is for Blood and Guts next week. Then MJF and Adam Cole, there's a video of them bonding. MJF sees 4 ladies walking, and he tries to tell Cole that he can get the cameras to go away so that nobody will know anything. Cole says that he's all right, so he leaves and goes to the bathroom with the 4 ladies. He comes back, and Adam Cole says he'll wear the shirt that MJF wore if they go and do what he wants to do, which is play AEW Fight Forever. MJF then has a heart-to-heart with Adam Cole, talking about how he's never played a multiplayer game in his life because he's never had friends to play with. And Cole tells MJF, he's like, you know what, you're a pretty cool guy, and I'm having fun with you. They fight FTR in the video game, and they win the belts. And that leads into the first of 2 blind tag eliminator matches. This one, Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin against Sammy Guevara and Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia. Excuse me. So the end comes when Daniel Garcia is looking to hit Cassidy with a skateboard. Darby Allin sees this and he takes the skateboard away from Garcia. And out of nowhere, Swerve comes and hits the house party to the back of Darby's head, leaving him open for a GTH from Guevara for the win. So Guevara and Garcia move on to the finals, I believe. This was a really, really good match, and I love the way that this ended. I thought this was really dope. Up next, Adam Cole is in the back with Renee. Roderick Strong is very wary of MJF, but Cole tells him not to worry about it. He says that he's been trying to text MJF, but MJF hasn't been texting him back, so he doesn't know if MJF's going to be there for his match or not. But when he comes out, MJF is there. They do their entrance, and the entire first half of this match is MJF just saying that he's going to body slam Big Bill. And he tries immediately the first time, can't do it, and goes to leave, and Adam Cole has to try and get him back into the ring. The entire match, he's telling him, I believe in you, Max, you can do it. And he ends up getting him up for the body slam. The crowd goes crazy. They try to set up for the double clothesline, which is something they've been teasing for a while. The crowd even chants double clothesline, but they get it reversed. Brian Cage goes through both of them like it's nothing. But MJF lands a heat seeker. Cole gets a quick tag and then gets in for the boom. And MJF and Adam Cole move on to the finals. And they say that the double the MJF tells him to do the thing. He does the Adam Cole baby, and he says that a double clothesline is coming, and that Adam Cole says he didn't think that they'd be a good team at first, but he thinks that they can go and really win the whole thing. So
they really got the double clothesline over. They're chanting double clothesline.
A double clothesline. Owen Hart Cup semifinal match. Ruby Soho versus Sky Blue. Ruby Soho gets the win. Nick Wayne against Swerve Strickland, my match of the night. Good Lord. They were showing video packages for Nick Wayne this entire show. They did a great job making this guy feel like a superstar. And by the time he came out for his match, oh boy, these guys have history together in Defy. They've had really good matches together. And this was a nice, 10-minute match or so. This was nuts. There was a insane spot in the match where Nick Wayne lands a Poison Rana on Swerve from the top rope and immediately goes for Wayne's World, which is his version of the Oz Cutter, and hits it from the corner and goes for the pin, and Swerve at a 2.99 gets his foot on the bottom rope just at the last second. But everybody bought that as the finish, but Nick Wayne ended up just getting destroyed by Swerve at the end. House Party, he twisted his arm back completely so he couldn't use it, and then hits him with a JML driver.
That was nasty.
Darby comes in and checks on him afterwards, and this was just a great match. I recommend you go and watch this if you haven't seen it. Very, very good.
Yeah, that arm breaker was nasty.
Yeah. Yeah. That reminded me of back when Penta was doing that in Lucha Underground.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. So we get to the final segment of the show. Don Callis comes out, starts saying that he's going to announce who the last member of the BCC is, talks about how Omega's a coward and all that stuff, and then gets Omega to come out. He's cut off by Takeshita and Moxley, who start beating up on Omega. Omega starts making a small comeback before being blindsided with a chair to the back of the head by Pac, who's revealed to be the 5th member of the BCC, who's still holding a grudge on Kenny Omega from when he broke his nose. I was like, damn. And I thought I was petty about these chicken wings. No, Pac held the whole thing for 2 years. Like he wants Kenny. And so they prop Kenny's head in a chair. Pac's going to the top rope, about to deliver the Black Arrow. And John Moxley says, is there any last words that you want to say? Because you're not going to make it to Blood and Guts next week. And he says, go to the footage. Go to the video footage. The lights go out, and we get the reveal that the Elite's 5th member is Kota Ibushi. It's confirmed. The Golden Elite are back together, and out come the Young Bucks and Page to fight off everybody else. And that's how the show goes off the air. Dope, what were your thoughts on this week's Dynamite?
It was a good ending, man. I loved the it was a pretty good show. Entertaining. Very entertaining show. The MJF Adam Cole things are pretty good. They're pretty good. I'm loving what I'm seeing from those two. You still can't trust MJF though. Like Adam Cole is falling for it. And a lot of people on social media, they find stuff to complain about. So they're saying we're tired of seeing this same storyline with MJF where he gets people to think they're on his side, or he's friendly, he's nicer guy than what they say, and then he turns around and backstabs him. And I'm like, well, this you might as well get ready for it, because this is what's gonna happen. Like that he's gonna, at the end of the day, he's gonna stab Adam Cole in the back, and it'll be another MJF backstab. But I love, it's entertaining. Those two are just funny together. MJF, when he was singing Happy Birthday all hard, like, man, that was hilarious to me. Like his facial expression and everything, because MJF can actually sing. So the fact that he was killing singing Happy Birthday and Adam was just looking at him, it was just funny, man. But the ending was fire. Both 5th members were introduced, so both shockers. Well, I don't know about it. I was more shocked with Pac, because we heard rumors of Kenny and them, but I was more shocked with Pac coming, because I had no idea who was going to be their 5th member. But or Pac, whatever.
I think a lot of people thought that because of this whole thing with Don Callis trying to recruit Jericho. I think a lot of people thought it was going to be Jericho.
I would have hated that.
That would have been horrible. That would have been terrible.
Okay. At least we agree on that.
But I was just like, no. I don't need no. Jericho doesn't, because that would have at that point it's just like Jericho just kind of finessed himself into a main event angle for no reason.
Yeah.
I would have hated that. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
And they don't fit. Yeah, nah, I would have hated that. So I'm glad that didn't happen. But AEW was a fire show, man. Really don't have much that stuck. They really stuck out outside of MJF, Adam Cole in the main event. I'm trying to think of anything else that stood out to me from that show.
What did you think of Swerve and Nick Wayne? Did you see that?
Yeah, so I saw their indie match. So I kind of knew what to expect.
Defy,
I kind of knew what to expect coming in because I actually watched that match.
That was a really good
so it was kind of similar a little bit to, I knew Swerve was going to make him look great. I knew Swerve was going to sell his butt off and they was going to do these crazy moves, but Swerve was going to win because Swerve should win in that scenario, right? But yeah, so
too early for him. There's no problem with him. He looked, I think, arguably better losing here than he would have if he won.
Yeah, so with me just recently watching their indie match, nothing kind of really shocked me from that match. So I'm trying to think what else happened. Didn't Ruby pick up a win, or was that the week before?
Yep, Ruby beat Sky Blue.
Yeah, come on, people. You keep zooming in and slowing down on these cheeks of Sky Blue, right? Like, let me explain something to y'all, right?
Oh no!
Let me explain something to y'all. So I watch Sky Blue. I watch all her matches. I've seen y'all zoom in. Y'all are being fooled. Don't get me wrong. She's nice, but she's not what y'all making her to be. The only reason those things look like that is because the way she wear her drawers. Tights, I should say. She's doing it on purpose. Because at the end of the day, it's not like that. It's not what y'all think it is. It's cool, but it's not what y'all think it is. So stop being pervs. Stop zooming in and slowing it down. Because it ain't what it is. Now, I just recently saw my mind just went blank. We just talked about it too off stream. What's MJF's ex? Alley Catch.
Alley Catch.
Just recently saw her.
Oh man.
That's valid. What y'all doing with Sky Blue? Y'all trying to validate something that ain't valid, right? It's cool, but it is no. Let me compare her to somebody that doesn't do that I think would be able to pull off that look. If Mandy Rose wore her tights the same way Sky Blue wear hers now, y'all would be saying the same about Mandy.
Shoot, they were saying it before.
Well, yeah, but still, they over validating something that shouldn't be over validated. So stop being pervs online. Now, Rob, like you're right. If Nikita or Gigi Dolan or Athena or Bianca or Trinity was wearing the same tights as Sky Blue, boy, get out of here. Boy, imagine Willow wearing. Boy, knock you out the water, boy. You better stop playing. She out here looking like Faye Jackson. But anyway, let's get off of that. But AEW was a good show. AEW was a good show. I just had to throw that out there because I've been seeing too much of that on the internet, and it's getting annoying. So, like, stop doing this. Y'all acting like Adam 22 watching his wife.
Bruh. Yeah.
But moving on.
That was oh man.
We'll talk off stream. We'll talk off stream because that was
man.
That was horrible. And I saw a video of him after, and he was like talking about the finish. Yeah.
I just actually shook in my chair.
Bro. And he was like,
I think that
it just happened. He was like, I don't care. It just whatever. I was like, Nah, you don't do that, dog.
I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah, don't.
All I'm gonna say is that was the first time I had watched a skin flick, and my entire time that I was watching it, I just was saying, "Oh no,
This is horrible."
oh Jesus, oh yeah." I was like, "Oh, I just, oh."
And then he turned around and brought her a car. So yeah.
Oh my God!
Destroyed. Never the same. That's crazy. Anyways, let's go. Yeah, let's move on.
Anyway, let's get to SmackDown. If y'all want to call in and talk about AEW, the number is on the screen, 214-833-9822. If you want to say something but you don't want to hop on camera, this is your chance to do it. So 214-833-9822. That's the number. But until then, we're gonna keep it moving. Let's get into SmackDown. That was crazy. I mean, no damn sense, bro. Like,
oh
boy, ain't no way, ain't no way. I'm sorry, but he say Sky Blue from Chicago. Yo, now Rob is gonna be a Sky Blue fan. All right, you have fun with that. Let's get to SmackDown. Charlotte Flair challenged Bianca Belair to a SummerSlam title match when she beats Asuka later on in the night. So they just basically said, you know what? F Asuka, she's the champ, but it should be me and you at SummerSlam. Basically, they just kicking Asuka to the side, even though she's the champ right now. But you know, whatever.
Sorry, WWE fans said, are you going to talk about the Brian Pillman thing? You talking about him just getting released from the company? I don't know. It was going to happen. I mean, like they're releasing a lot of the people that they just don't use now. I don't know what's up with Griff Garrison, but.
Yeah. And apparently
they weren't really doing much of anything with him anyway. So,
and apparently WWE wants Brian Pillman. I was like, okay, well, I don't.
Oh, there you go.
We'll see. We'll see.
Good for him.
If that's true.
Yeah.
But I don't have a good vibe about it. I think he should go to Impact. Because if he go to WWE, it's not gonna be good for him, in my opinion. But whatever. Pretty Deadly defeated Sheamus and Ridge Holland in a tag team match. Ridge almost broke another neck with Pretty Deadly in the match. Apparently one of them got injured. I don't know which one, but apparently one of them got injured, and it was Ridge's fault. So
I think it was Elton, I think. What's the other one's name?
Kit Wilson and Elton Prince.
I think it was Elton. I'm not 100% sure. I think it was. It was Elton. Okay, Barbara. Thank you. It was Elton. So,
I mean, that move did look a little dangerous. That landed looked a little scary, but I mean, this Ridge Holland, man. I can't look. I've been defending him. If he is out here hurting folks like that, I ain't gonna be able to defend him no more, right? So we'll see what's going on with which one was it? Elton?
Yeah, Elton.
Well, we'll see what's going on with him and how long he's out. So.
Oh, did Ridge actually leave Twitter? Is that true?
He should, because Twitter is Twitter is. Don't get me started on Twitter. I'm not trying to rant tonight, man. I'm just
the most smartest person in WWE for the longest time. I guess now he's just in AEW, but I mean, fucking Moxley.
Yeah.
Until he left WWE, he didn't have one. So.
Yeah.
Ooh, I forgot about the time he dropped Johnny Gargano on his head.
Oh yeah, he dropped Johnny, he dropped Rowdy, he dropped Big E, of course. He's dropping people on their heads. I can't defend him no more. Like, I've been trying to defend him. You know, I defended him big time after the Big E stuff because he felt so bad and all that, but I can't defend him, dog. You steady doing it still, bro. That's almost a year later, and you still doing it. Like, get it together, Goldberg #2. Like, damn, bro. Like, get it together, man. But Bayley defeated Zelina Vega. Zelina, you know, she's back to being Zelina. You know, coming out and losing. This her little moment in the sunshine is up. So she's whooping people with a flip flop. That's what she's doing. Yeah. Anyway, Bayley wins over Zelina. Jey Uso comes out and. Paul Heyman interrupts him. You know, Paul Heyman is steady trying to say, you know, all this is Jimmy's fault. Basically what he told Jimmy, you know, earlier, he was like, yo, no, I'm sorry. He told Jey that earlier. He was like, Jimmy is the reason you doing this. They already told Jimmy this, what Paul said. Jimmy is the reason. He's the one that decided to kick Roman in Saudi Arabia. He's the one that's doing this and doing that. But now he switched it up. He said Jimmy's in the hospital because of Jey. So the same thing that he told Jey, he basically, you know, saying the same thing. Just switched it, basically. So long story short, Jey Uso, you know, got into it with Solo. They go back and forth throwing hands because they was like, the family ain't gonna never forgive you. Mom don't forgive you. And then Solo took the mic, said, I don't forgive you either because that's on you. What happened to Jimmy? They started fighting. Jey throws Solo out. Solo comes back in. They take control. They're tussling on the ground. Jey is back on top. Paul Heyman walks in. Jey gets up, super kicked him. The crowd goes crazy. Paul looks stupid taking the super kick, by the way. But the crowd goes crazy.
Oh, man.
And then he hits the ropes, suicide dive on Solo. And I'm just like, bruh, Jey Uso has to be it. I'm sorry. His promo the other week, you better accept my challenge so I can whoop your ass one more time. And then he turned around and did this. And the crowd is reacting how they react. I'm sorry, bro. I don't want to hear nothing else. Jey Uso got to be the one to do it. This all started with Jey. It needs to finish with Jey. I'm going to always stand on that. I don't give a damn who they bring in. I'm going to keep standing on that. It started with them. It needs to end with them. No matter what. No matter how many hoops, loops, turns, circles you want to add, it needs to end with freaking Jey Uso. That's all I got. That's all I got on that.
Dope. I'm agreeing with you. I wanted to end with them, but I just have a feeling that that's not going to be the case.
Then it's stupid. This is pointless. Then 3 years of nothing. If it doesn't end with Jey Uso, this is stupid. This is pointless. We just wasted 3 years. I'm sorry. That's how I'm gonna feel about it. We wasted 3 years. Bobby Lashley looks like he's reforming the Hurt Business with the Street Profits. What you think about that?
Okay.
And what's crazy, I was gonna ask, where is Bobby Lashley, because we haven't seen him, right? So the fact that he just shows up and the Street Profits are waiting for him, they in suits. Bobby shows up in the suit. Yeah.
This actually checks out because I feel like they're gonna want, and this is just me already being a pessimist, but I feel like they're already gonna want a program for Roman after SummerSlam, so they're just gonna start building up Lashley now. He's the only one that on the roster that hasn't lost to Roman.
Yeah,
he's successfully beaten Roman twice. So,
but what are the Street Profits? What are we gonna do with the Street Profits?
I don't know.
And how is Sid and Shelton gonna take this?
What are they on Raw?
Yeah, but whatever. That don't matter.
There you go. Oh yeah, we've established
right there. people ain't gonna remember it. They don't even remember they on Raw because you don't see them unless they was this. See, going back to Raw real quick. Indusher is coming to Raw. Indusher that's already been there. That's already attacked Cedric and Shelton multiple times, and has already had few matches. They're coming to Raw now. But that's the last time we saw Cedric and Shelton, by the way. When they lost to Industry, who apparently wasn't there, because now they're just now coming to Raw. So stupid. Just
that didn't. Yeah, they're making it a big deal. I guarantee you, by the end of the month, we're gonna be talking about them in the same vein of the Viking Raiders. They're just gonna be treated like garbage. They'll win a bunch of squash matches. They've already won squash matches. And
apparently not, Dark, because they was never on Raw to begin with, because they're just now coming to Raw.
What am I talking about?
Yeah, like what? Apparently not. So they're just now coming to Raw. So we've never seen them before.
Pause, Bobaruski. Pause. Uh-oh.
I don't even want to know. Rob says, "Where is Omos?" I have no idea.
Where is Omos?
The free agent that was supposed to be able to go everywhere.
Yeah, he can go wherever he wants.
But you haven't seen him nowhere. And MVP, nowhere. Oh, yeah, whatever. This because I'm getting mad. Let's move on. Santos Escobar wins the first Fatal 4-Way to determine a new number 1 contender for the United States Championship. He beats AJ Styles. Who else is in this match? He beat AJ Styles, Grayson Waller, and who the hell this was in this match? AJ Styles, Grayson Waller. Oh, Pete Dunne. I'm sorry, Butch.
Santos Escobar too.
Yeah, Santos won.
Yeah.
So, but he beat Butch, AJ Styles, and Grayson Waller to win. Because Karrion Kross can't win matches, but he could turn around and take out the whole OC in the back by himself. Can't win a match, but he can take out a whole tag team. But yeah, anyway.
Bro, he lost to AJ the week before in like a minute.
They didn't even finish his intro. Did you see that?
Who? Karrion?
Yeah, in Madison Square Garden. He got in the ring, and they about to do the fall and pray with the smoke and the camera and the lights. Mm-hmm. He got in the ring. He was about to hit the pose, and the music stopped. And the crowd was like, what just happened? And then in the middle of his pose, he just kind of turned around like, okay. Lights came on, everything.
Damn.
Scarlett was in position doing her little thing. It was bad. It was bad. They just cut it. Oh man. It was bad. It was bad. So yeah, look that up if you haven't seen that.
I'm gonna have to.
Bianca defeated Asuka by disqualification, thanks to Io Sky trying to cash in with Bayley helping her. And then of course, let me ask you this, Doc. Why, if Bayley just had a match early in the show, Charlotte did a promo early in the show, why the hell did they have to buy tickets to be ringside? They were in the ring as part of the show. Why did they have to buy tickets to be ringside?
Well, keep in mind, Dope, there was a match on NXT where if you won, then they would drop a foolproof case also. So I don't think we're supposed to be making sense of anything.
Like Bayley had a match. Charlotte had a promo in the ring. You never saw backstage where they said they were banned from ringside. Pierce never told them that. But they brought tickets anyway. And first of all, if it's a sellout crowd, how are you getting tickets ringside anyway? If it's a
Maybe they're trying
crowd.
to help the company more. Maybe they love their job so much that they just wanted to support them financially, even more so than they already do.
Sure.
They just wanted to give back. So that's it.
Sure. And speaking of Bayley, after she won her match, I forgot to mention Shotzi got on because they low-key scrapped. They low-key forgot about that part where Bayley cut Shotzi's hair 3 weeks ago. And they were supposed to do something last week, but the bloodline went over 40 minutes. And so they cut that segment, which who's going to tell the bloodline no? At this point, you ain't going to tell. That's your money right there. You're not going to tell him to stop with this and that.
Oh, no. Yeah, Barbaruski, I just saw that. Bayley's just been injured at a house show, apparently. She just grabbed her knee, and the referee threw the X up. Oh, no. Oh, man, that's...
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. All right then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Oh my goodness. That is crazy.
All right. Lord. Speaking of Bayley and Shotzi, Bayley cut Shotzi hair 3 weeks ago. And they had to scrap the whatever segment they was gonna do last week, right? Shotzi cuts her hair, shaves it off, and I was like, oh no, because Shotzi was looking great with the green, right? Cuts her hair. She later posted on Instagram why she did it, the real reason why she did it, which is because her sister is dealing with cancer and all that stuff. So, you know, she's doing it to support her. JD from NY apparently went on a Twitter rant about it. It was like, this is Vince McMahon, this, Vince McMahon, that. So people started, I didn't get to see the actual tweet because I'm blocked, but people started, you know, posting it, and then they started screenshotting it, right? And they was clowning JD. So, yeah, they was clowning him because he was going off by Vince McMahon. Like, get off his nuts. Anytime something happens on WWE that you don't like, you start getting on Vince McMahon's nuts. And, you know.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, like, the Triple H make bad decisions, too. It's been plenty of times where I watched NXT back in the day. I was like, I don't know if I agree with that one. But the rest of the show is fire. Like, Triple H ain't batting 1,000. He gonna make mistakes too. So, and anything involving Shotzi, because first of all, Vince never used Shotzi. So if Shotzi's in a storyline with Bayley, I'm thinking Triple H is behind it. So
I have worse news. Bayley might have re-injured the same knee that was injured prior. Oh god,
it's perfect.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna play this on the screen for you guys.
It's great.
For you guys to see it. It's pretty terrible.
That's great. Great.
You guys can see this. All right.
Yeah, that hurt, bro. Cause I love y'all know I'm a Bayley fan, bro. I'm a Bayley fan. That's some bull.
Oh man, Charlotte came over to check on it. Oh yeah.
And then you already got Dakota out too with the knee injury.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Well,
man.
that was the main event of SmackDown, so that's all we got. Jeez, man. What's your thoughts on SmackDown?
It was good. What a downer, right?
Jeez, bro, that is
terrible. That is pretty horrible. SmackDown was all right. The stuff with Jey, the promo that he gave was really, really solid. So I'm just I'm with you. I want him to win. For me, it would make sense. But it also made sense for Cody to win at WrestleMania, and that didn't happen. So my faith is kind of shook in if they can pull the trigger on Roman losing his belt. Because it doesn't seem like it can happen. So we'll see. But yeah, I thought it was a good addition to SmackDown this week. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Yeah,
SmackDown was cool, man. I'm just good Lord, man. Yeah. Definitely want to see that. I wonder. I gotta see it now. Now, when you talking about Rampage or whatever, now I gotta see exactly what happened with Bayley, because that
I was gonna say I should have tagged you on that when I saw that.
That's ridiculous. Oh, now I see it now.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Golly, Bayley, come on, man.
It's just so terrible.
But okay. Hopefully it's just something that we think is bad, but overall, you know, when they do x-rays and stuff, they find out that it's not as bad as they think it is, you know, and she'll be able to just like take some time off or whatever, and then, you know, come back strong. So we'll see. But yeah, it's all on you. Do we have to do Rampage? Because Rampage kind of led to some things on Collision. I want to know how Athena lost to Willow. And why they was moved to Rampage anyway, when they was supposed to be on Collision last week. But
was that this week that match happened?
Yeah, because Willow won, right?
Oh shit!
So she had to beat Athena Friday.
You're right. I'm seeing that right here. I missed that match. That's probably gonna set up a title match for her then, coming out of this.
But I want to know how she won. Like
I completely missed that match.
How did you beat Athena when Athena was unstoppable? Did she win by, some trickery or?
I'm not sure. Let me pull that matchup right now and see. Now you got me. I completely forgot that was Willow's semifinal match. Yep.
Athena versus Willow is confirmed at Ring of Honor pay-per-view. I'm sure it is. It should be.
That's before Dishonored, it is?
Yeah.
And I know that they had a good match, too. Athena's been doing a really good job as a champion in Ring of Honor. All right, looks like she went after the knees. Oh, she got her with like a roll-up.
Okay.
Not a roll-up, but it was like a deep pin. It was like a deep cover. Like, Athena just didn't see it coming.
Okay.
So I guess that's how they still build that story, too. I think she's going to win that title off of Athena. She lost the, for those that don't know, she lost the New Japan Strong title to Julia at the 4th of July event last weekend. So, but yeah. So I'll go over Yeah, no, we don't need to go over Rampage. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I need to know is that match.
That was the only thing. Battle of the Belts. I'll go over this very quickly. Orange Cassidy retained against Lance Archer. Tony Storm retained against Taya Valkyrie. Luchasaurus retained against Shawn Spears. Nothing happened. There you go. Collision. The first match on this was a 2 out of 3 falls match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship between FTR and Bullet Club Gold after Bullet Club Gold beat FTR in a tag team eliminator match. We don't see the champions normally lose these eliminator matches in AEW. Normally they're just to build up the champions, but we actually saw them lose last week. And this set up a 2 out of 3 falls match that went nearly an hour with FTR coming away. Bullet Club got the first pin, FTR the second, and then FTR coming away with the third win. Watch this match if you haven't seen it. I still need to watch the whole thing, but I've heard nothing but high praise from this. And if it's anything, like if they gave these guys even more time than they did last week, and last week's match was insane. So I'm definitely about to watch this tomorrow when it comes up on Hulu. So we had the Owen Hart Women's Tournament final between Ruby Soho and Willow Nightingale, with Ruby trying to cheat with the spray, but Willow ducked and gave her a pounce, and the spray just flew out of Ruby's hands. Willow Nightingale then hit the Babe with the power bomb and won the tournament. Brody King and Malachi Black had a tag match against Artemis Spencer and Randy Myers, 2 nobodies that just got murdered. After the match, Black sat in the middle of the ring while Andrade came down there and just stared a hole through him. We had the tournament finals for the main event, CM Punk versus Ricky Starks. Back and forth match with Ricky Starks reversing a cradle and holding onto the ropes to get the 3 count and be the champion winner. And at the end of this, he walks right up the stage. Jushin Thunder Liger. They brought Jushin Thunder Liger from Japan to present the winner of the tournament. Ricky Starks just bypasses Jushin Thunder Liger, takes the trophy, and walks away. Just walks right past him. Beelines out of there. He's like, I'm getting out of Canada. I'm done here.
Yeah, so I saw that part. I still haven't seen Collision, but I did see that part. Dunn was good. Adam said, breaking news, we already talked about Bayley getting hurt. Like, yeah, we had a whole segment on that. I'm watching the video of her getting hurt. It was just weird. Like, it didn't even look like nothing major. Like, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Adam, I don't get why you turned. So you're not happy that Ricky Starks is heel. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, honestly. But last night was epic for black wrestling. Says Dunn, of course. Can someone explain to me why Juice Robinson gets so much hate? He's pretty solid in the ring. Says get the tables. Because, I mean, it's wrestling fans. Do they know how to do anything else?
Yeah. I don't know. Juice's style has been, I don't know. It's good, but it's very generic. That's the only reason. That's the only thing that I've seen from people, and I get that. But Juice Robinson has been phenomenal. I was saying to Dope before we got on that Collision has probably benefited Bullet Club Gold more than anybody since this started. Jay White and Juice Robinson are benefiting heavily from now having an extra 2 hours a week.
FTR
and I
too.
love that. Yeah.
Even though it's
God.
them versus them, but still, it's
I was saying before, I was just like, I remember one day we were doing a recap, and you're just like, "Where's Jay White?" And I said, "You just need to get him on TV, and he doesn't even need to have these mics. Just give him a microphone, and he has all the time in the world to talk now, and people are loving it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the table said, why is Collision 10 times better than Dynamite? Wow, shots fired. Somebody 3 minutes ago just posted Bailey walking out the arena, no crutches, anything, nothing on her knee, but she is like limping. So take that for you want to be doctors, you take it for what you want to take it. I'm gonna wait.
Dan the Lions fan says Omega Vikingo 2 from last night was better than their Dynamite match. Wow, much better than their Dynamite match. I need to try and find that. I had completely forgotten until I woke up this morning that match happened last night. So,
okay. Yeah. They should turn Rampage to a Sunday Night Heat type of recap show. Rampage should be Rampage should be Ring of Honor. Period. I don't want to hit. Yeah, I don't want to hit nothing else. Rampage should be Ring of Honor. That's what it should be. I would actually
love if Ring of Honor was an like old school NXT, just an hour long. I missed my 1 hour wrestling. That was easily one of the best things about NXT. It was easily digestible, and then you wanted to come back for more the next week. It wasn't too much. 1 hour is the perfect time for a wrestling show. If you hit 2 hours, you're running a risk. Yeah. If you hit 3, then you're raw.
Get the table said, did you see Don Callis get attacked by a fan last night? No?
Yes, that did happen. Yeah. They were running an angle after the match, and Takeshita was attacking Kenny Omega, and there was like a lot of press and stuff around. And at one point, Takeshita gets off of him, and security is coming around and pulling them away from Omega. And some fan got through and actually attacked Don Callis. You can kind of see it right at the side of the video, but you can see Don Callis going down. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Losers.
People in Mexico are crazy. Wrestling fans in Mexico are nuts.
Wrestling fans in general.
Yeah, what?
Losers.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. It's just what it is. It's y'all think okay. See, people like that, I wish they had a sports con type of thing, because what they had here in Dallas this weekend is, oh, you think you could fight? Get in the ring, sign a waiver, get in the ring.
Oh, I love that.
They let a lot of fans get in the ring, and a lot of people, the ones that was acting tough, walking around the convention center thinking they was this and that, got knocked the F out this weekend. Oh, it was lovely. One dude was walking around for 3 hours before he signed the waiver and got in the ring. Had a mouthpiece in. He big. He was a big guy. He's hitting his fist. I'm like, why are you walking around the convention like this? And I told my cousin, I say, he's the guy. He's one of those guys that think he can intimidate somebody. And then once he get into the ring with somebody that can actually fight, that's not going to work. Sure enough, we all waited for his fight because everybody saw him walking around. He got in that ring, got dropped, knocked out of his shoes. Shoes literally came off his feet. He got hit that hard, and he was out.
Hilarious.
This guy was walking around 3 hours ahead of time trying to intimidate everybody in the building, and got in the ring, got knocked the F out.
Talk shit, get hit.
Oh, hey. It was lovely. And there was another guy after him that came in the same way, talking noise, just the loudest in the room. Got in the ring with one of the quietest guys. Didn't nobody even know he was there. Knocked him out. So, Rob said something I'll do it. Man, shut up, Rob.
He said he's Bob Holly. He's there pretty much.
Yeah, so, but man. I didn't see Collision, so I can't really give you. I'm hearing people complain about the Owen Hart tournament, how it was won. I heard a lot of people say that they're ruining Owen Hart's legacy with these tournaments. So I don't know what happened. I didn't see it, but these are the tweets and Facebook posts that I'm seeing, after the event. So I gotta go watch it. I just been
Sounds like
I've
it
been
was a
running
really good-
around.
These last couple of episodes of Collision have actually been pretty good. Like, they're doing a really good job at making this feel like an important show for you to want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said from the start, my problem is it's on a Saturday.
It's on
I'm not
Saturday.
home on a Saturday night, so.
And when I got home yesterday, Collision was the last thing on my mind.
Mhm.
Like when I got home yesterday, first of all, I was tired. I was like going through the photos I took at the sports con. That was one. Then I tried to catch what I could from Impact because Impact was doing Slammiversary. Shout out to Trinity. Shout out to Leo Rush. Shout out to Mark Andrews and his team for becoming new champions. Shout out to Eric Young, who decided he didn't want to work under Vince McMahon and got released and immediately went right back into Impact and got in the pay-per-view. So shout out to Eric Young for that. Josh Alexander is back. Shout out to him. Pretty solid show from the parts that I saw. I saw the second half of the show of Impact Slammiversary. And again, it never crossed my mind that Collision was on. Like, it never crossed my mind until I started seeing tweets. And I was like, oh shit, it is Saturday. Collision is on. Because after I watched Slammiversary, I finished watching the boxing matches that were on last night.
You know what I'm interested to see? Because I guarantee you this battle. I'm interested to see the numbers for Battle of the Belts because I guarantee this did terribly. This
I forgot that
probably was
happened.
horrible. Yeah. A lot of people probably did. Good Lord. There's no way that this did good numbers last night. I promise. That's going to be interesting to see. This is the one event where if they stop doing it, I don't think anybody would care. I don't know why.
It shouldn't have been a pay-per-view. It should have been a pay-per-view anyway.
Doing this on a Saturday, they did it on a Friday before, and that was bold enough. Doing it on a Saturday at 10 o'clock, I'm sorry.
After a 2-hour show.
That's crazy. That's too much. That's crazy.
While it's another pay-per-view going on. And then again, like Money in the Bank happened on Saturday. When Money in the Bank was over, Collision never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Like I had to be reminded again, and I ended up watching Collision Sunday morning because I completely forgot. After Money in the Bank went off, I was done. I was like, okay. So yeah, the last 2 weeks I've missed live. So, and it's gonna keep being like that because I'm gonna keep doing events. Hell, no, last 3 weeks actually because I did the Sami Callihan Pro Wrestling Revolver as well. So yeah. Whatever. Collision is actually a good show. I love their stage. That's my favorite stage out of every stage right now. That stage set up for Collision.
Did a good job at recreating it in 2K too.
Yeah. So I downloaded that. Then I downloaded a template and made my own stage from that stage. So, yeah, I love that. I absolutely love that stage. That is one of my favorite stages. I've already stopped playing the AEW game. Not on purpose. Whoa, what happened?
So I just saw something crazy on Twitter. My bad. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so not on purpose. It's just I let my kids play it, and then while they was playing that, I started playing 2K again, like actually playing it myself, and I was like having fun playing 2K, and like my hardest thing was beating Roman Reigns with Carmelo Hayes on Legend or whatever it is, whatever the highest at a WrestleMania. Cause I could beat him in like a Raw, I could beat him SmackDown, but at a WrestleMania with the title on the line, Roman is freaking unbeatable on that game, dog. Especially when you're doing it with somebody that's not considered, this 84
like
or whatever. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
It took me 4 times to beat Roman Reigns with Carmelo Hayes. And I had to bring Trick Williams ringside with me so he can distract the ref after he speared me to death. So like I had to have Trick Williams on my side to beat Roman. But yeah, I finally got that title off of him at a WrestleMania. And like I was just enjoying, the competition, and then it's more matches. Like AEW is a very fun game. I don't know if you played it yet. AEW.
No, I have it. Yeah, I liked Fight Forever. My one kind of big problem with it was, I don't know. Have you have it on Xbox, right?
Yeah.
So I guess I have two problems. So then, have you done any online stuff with it?
I don't do online wrestling stuff at all.
Don't do online?
At
Because
all.
online on PC is like terrible. Like there is like every time I try to just get in a singles match or anything, I can't connect with anybody, and that's upsetting for me because the Stadium Stampede mode looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like this looks like looks like I don't know if you heard of this game called Rumbleverse when that came out, but that was supposed to be like the Fortnite like equivalent of like a wrestling battle royale game, but with the system that Fight Forever has, like with the gameplay and everything, if they do that and make it work, that'll be fucking awesome. And it sucks that like I might end up having to fucking buy this on console if they don't fix this soon, which is gonna be kind of crazy. But my other kind of problem is that I wish that the season mode was longer. It's too short. Like I didn't even like I won like maybe one title belt my entire playthrough, and I didn't defend it or anything. I just kind of went through the story, and that was it. Got the main title, and then it was over. And then when I went to start another story with my character that I went through before, everything reset again. All my stats reset. And it was just like I had to do everything all over again. I had one signature, one finisher, all that stuff. I was like, ugh. Yeah. It was real frustrating.
Yeah, so. I did story mode real quick with Darby Allin.
You said fucker spam Kenny. Oh my god, bro. The Snapdragon suplex in that game is ridiculous. I gave that to my creative character. I just hit like 19 of them and then just go for the finish.
The game is fun, but it's so limited. All right, done. The game is fun, but it's so limited. So I got bored. I ain't gonna say bored, but yeah, I guess you can say bored because I played every match. And I was like, there's only so much you could do with one-on-one ladder matches, the barbed wire exploding, and the falls count anywhere. Like, it's only so much you can do. I love the environment of that game where if you touch something, it's going to move. If you touch a rail, it's going to move. If you touch a screen.
You can literally,
like
everything can be used. Like, you can, use the barricades, use the steel steps, everything. You can hit them in everything. Like, this game, like, this is a good foundation is what they have here. It's a very good foundation, but they've got to build on it because when you get into the creation suite especially, that's my third thing. The creation suite is just a mess.
It's horrible.
It's terrible.
It's horrible.
It is horrible.
It's so
I went to give my guy tattoos and it was just like pick it. It's like, do you want to put it on your back? I was like, yeah. So I gave myself a back tattoo.
That's it.
Then I went to go back and then I was just like, that's it. It's like you need to choose where on your body you want that one tattoo, and that's a wrap. I was like, what? I was like, that's crazy.
So
that is actually crazy.
The best thing that I did in that game, I played all the mini games. That wasn't, it was whatever. The best thing I did in that game, and I wish I was like streaming to get my initial reaction or recording at least, was I took a skateboard with Adam Page. I rode it all the way up to the ramp. And Darby was down in the ring. And I was like, I'm going to just try something. I had a finisher. I rode it all the way down. And then I did a springboard off the freaking skateboard from the floor to the ring. And he nailed that fool with a flying clothesline, bruh. Basically it was a buckshot Larry, but it wasn't a buckshot because he didn't do the flip. But all the way from the top of the stage, all the way down, hit the two buttons, he jumped up, bow, over the ropes and just took Darby out. I was like, oh, this is fun. But I played it so much when I first got it that I was like, all right, I'm done. Same. And what killed me was going back to 2K with the buttons. Cause I finally got adjusted to the AEW buttons. And then it was time to play 2K. I was so lost, dude. I was getting whooped, dog. I was pushing all the wrong buttons. I was like, this is so damn stupid. I was getting mad, dog.
That's something else that they need to take out of this game too, is the button mashing, because that shit pisses me off. Yeah. Like after they hit you with a few, like after they hit you with a finisher, it doesn't matter what you do, you're done.
You're done.
Like it's a wrap. You're not kicking out of nothing. Oh man. Yeah.
And it's hard as hell to reverse those finishes, bro.
Oh my God.
I'll be seeing people complain. I just bust out laughing. I'm like, yeah, this is old school, no mercy. SmackDown, here comes the pain.
I was gonna say I was getting those exact feelings.
Yeah, like everybody talking about, we love those games look fun, but this is what it is.
Yep.
And they complaining, these young guys complaining because they don't know how to, time it out. I'm like, you got to go to practice for that, bro. I had to go to practice to learn how to block finishers, because I was like, I couldn't block them for nothing. I could block regular moves and all that. I could not block a finisher. So,
this game is really good for what it is right now, and once they switch, then it'll be really dope. But
yeah,
I think their second game is going to be amazing. So
yeah, and the good thing about AEW actually finally coming out is WWE is going to take heed. 2K is going to take heed of this environment stuff. They've already changed some of their moves where, like Tony D'Angelo, you can hit double moves by doing combinations now. So like that Seth Rollins off the top rope, suplex into the what is it?
Falcon Arrow.
Yeah, you could do that now, but you have a choice of doing it yourself. Like you could push a button after you do a slam, and push another button, and they'll turn it into something else. They wasn't doing that until AEW came out. So 2K, this is gonna make 2K step it up in places that we've been asking them. Yeah, so
and that's what we wanted. So
yeah, so I absolutely love. I was so happy when AEW came out and I saw everything that they could do, because I was like, that next 2K is gonna be fire just because of this game. They're gonna see all this environmental stuff. They're gonna see all this. Everything is free and you can just literally do whatever you want on that game. You have freedom to do whatever you want with the player. 2K is gonna take heed to that. So yeah, I love it. You got anything else on Collision, or is there anything else that we missed?
Nope, I think we got everything.
Well, there it is, man. That's the show for the night. I was gonna do, power rankings and all that. We're gonna skip all that tonight. So we got it in. It's 2 hours and 4 minutes. So that's kind of where especially when we've been gone for 3 weeks, we want to keep it around 2 hours or under. So we're gonna skip the power rankings and all that stuff. We appreciate y'all coming through. If y'all want to call in, the phone number is on the screen. Yeah, it's too late now because the phone lines are not open right now. The phone line is closed. You should have called in earlier. Rob, shout out to you. Anything you want to shout out, Dart, before we get off?
Make sure to go and watch my latest show of MTDW that we just did a pay-per-view. We had the champion. We had two titles on the line. The tag championships and the open weight belts were on the line in the semi and the main events. So go and check that out. It was a really good card. So and we'll be back next week.
There it is. Now, dopecontent.com, people. I can't stress it enough. Dopecontent.com. I've been doing a lot of stuff that y'all don't know about because you ain't on the website. We did Pro Wrestling Revolver last week or 2 weeks ago for the first time. That was my first wrestling event. Sammy Callahan's company came to Dallas for the first time. Keith Lee, all of them, Mike Bailey, ABC, Bullet Club, Rich Swann, all of them was down here. I talked to Rich Swann directly, got his information. He's going to be on the show soon. So be on the lookout for that. Me and Rich Swann had a real good conversation after his match. So, and I almost forgot, but yeah, he's going to be on the show pretty soon. We just got to find a good day where he's not busy and we're not busy at the same time. So we'll be matching schedules pretty soon. I just did hey, my guy Bashida with the sub. Well, get the sub to Rob. I appreciate it, bro. So Rob is now at 20 months in a row. Shout out to Bashida for helping Rob.
Yeah.
yeah, so we did. We'll have him on, which I literally forgot about till I just said it just now. So I got his information. We're gonna talk to him pretty soon. Who else I get? SportsCon was this week. So SportsCon is like a TwitchCon type of thing, but with sports people and celebrities. Like it was really more random celebrities and actors versus actual sports people there. But I got a lot of people phone numbers, not emails, not managers. No, I got phone numbers, personal numbers. We're texting like we're cool. So I got a lot of people numbers, including a few wrestlers that's indie wrestlers, which some of y'all know because I think you know JD Griffin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and him real cool now.
Nice.
So yeah, like we would. He was at the Wrestling Revolver thing, so I took pictures of him versus Mike Bailey. Then I ran up to him today, and he was like, "Hey, ain't you the one that was?" I was like, "Yeah, that was me." Shook my hand. "What's up, bro?" Gave me a hug. All that. We talked for about a good 30 minutes.
Oh shoot.
So it's another wrestler from Dallas. She's doing like Booker T stuff, and she's doing Dallas stuff. Maya's World. I can't remember her exact name right now, but I know it's Maya something. But her Twitter is Maya's World. It's Maya World. She's the champ down here in Dallas, the youngest champ ever, women's champ down here in Dallas. I'll post some pictures up in a minute on Twitter and on YouTube and all that, so y'all can see the YouTube communities page, so y'all can see exactly who I'm talking about. But yeah, networking like crazy. So I got a couple of actors from Power, from Ballers that show Ballers. So yeah, we're gonna be talking to them soon. These gonna be network. These gonna be dopecontent.com exclusives. Robert Richard, if y'all know Arnaz from 101, got his number.
Got Arnaz? You found
got his number as well. Me and him had a good conversation.
Most random piece of news I heard today. That is fantastic.
Yeah, so Robert Richard was there. We was like, what are you doing here at SportsCon? Like you wasn't even on a roster, but he was just there. Right?
That's hilarious.
So took some pictures with him, got his number as well, told him to hit him up anytime, you know, all that. So he's gonna be on soon as well. I did an interview today at SportsCon with a professional athlete that if y'all should know, I think y'all would know him. Y'all should, because he literally just retired from the sport of boxing, and he was a champ when he was fighting. So that exclusive is dropping. What time is that? Exclusive is going to drop in the morning on dopecontent.com and on YouTube. So I'm telling y'all need to get on dopecontent.com. Put your email in, subscribe. It's free. That's all you got to do. Put your email, subscribe, and you'll stay up to date with all these interviews that I'm about to drop, because they're about to start coming. That networking was on 1,000. Like I said, I didn't get managers' numbers and emails and all that. I got direct personal cell phone numbers from all these people, from the wrestlers to the actors to the boxers and etc. So yeah, like I've already texted some of them like we was homies. The people from Power and Ballers, we was walking around the convention together today. Like people thought we was just together, like we came together. And I was like, oh no, I met them yesterday. We just got cool because the way I approached them, you know, yesterday as a media member, I wasn't a fanboy. Like I came to them as a human being and with respect. So they was instantly comfortable around me. So like when I saw them today, they called me out. Hey, what's up, bro? And we kicked it the whole day. So and you know the guy from Power that I'm gonna tell you about, you watch Tommy's Power, right?
Mm-hmm.
The little brother at the barbershop.
Oh, him?
Yeah. So.
Oh, you're talking about the barbershop owner's little brother?
Yeah.
Him?
That's trying to take over his brother's shop. Yeah.
Yeah, him? You met him?
Kicked it with him all weekend.
Oh, that's wild.
And then, did you watch Ballers?
No, I haven't seen Ballers. I have it in my queue. I haven't watched it.
Okay, so if you do watch Ballers, the two guys from Ballers, one was the star wide receiver's right-hand man. that took care of like all his business and stuff. That was one of them. And the other one is the Rock's star agent, or I mean not agent, but athlete that played for the Cowboys in the show.
Okay.
So those are two from Ballers. All three of them came together, kicking it with them all weekend. So, and then I told you about Arnez, which was crazy. Like, what are you doing here? It was so many random people at SportsCon.
SportsCon, yeah.
Yeah, and like my cousin is a religiously porn watcher, right?
Yeah.
Dude, so we're on one side of the convention center, and he just literally pointed like this. Like he literally did this. He's like, those are porn stars. So I'm like, who are you talking about? He's like, those women right there. He's loud as hell, grown ass man, loud as hell. Those are porn stars. I said, bro, first of all, relax. You know what I'm saying? Calm down, because you're like super loud right now.
Oh my god!
And one of the main rules of this that they emailed everybody was like, if you're in the media, you can't be a fanboy. But he was fanboying the hell out over these two chicks that was in cheerleader outfits. And I'm thinking they're wrestlers because they're next to the wrestling ring.
Well,
they got a whole they got a whole boot set up, right? They got a whole boot set up.
Oh,
so I'm like, okay, these got to be wrestlers. I said, let's go over there and see who they are for real. We walk all the way, and when I say they were far, I don't know how he spotted them. But we walk all the way around. We finally get over there, and the whole time I'm like, man, I bet you these are like wrestlers, local wrestlers. He was like, nah, I'm telling you, these are porn stars. I know. That's what he kept saying. So, all right, bro. So we get to their table, and I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, this is SportsCon. Why would porn stars be here? But he was like, I don't know, but they're here. He kept saying it. We get over there. Sure enough, they got a podcast booth set up.
Oh my God.
Get interviewed by two porn stars. And their picture is two Caucasian ladies, them two, and they're licking a black microphone. That's their podcast picture. And I looked at them, I said, yeah, you're right, bro. I said, I don't know why they here at SportsCon, and they got a boot at that, but I was like, you're right. You win this one. They are porn stars. So we walking by, and they was like, they waving in and saying hi to everybody, trying to get people to get on their show. So he was like, hey, what are you doing? How are you guys? And they saw my media pass or whatever. They was like, who you here with? So I told him, I said, I'm my own, I'm independent doing my own thing. And I said, this is my cousin. And we got the same names. Both our names are Kevin. So he was like, yeah, my name's Kevin. His name is Kevin too. And he's lit right now. He is lit. And I'm just like looking at, dude, like when I say he's sweating, he is sweating. He's lit, bro. So he's lit. So they was like, oh, both of y'all names Kevin? That's dope. We ought to get y'all on, but just because of your name's Kevin. I was like, nah, I can't get on right now. And this fool talking about, I'm down. Come on, man, let's get on, bro. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Yo,
I was like, bruh, no. You not about to have my lady seeing me on the internet. No, sir.
Oh, man.
That
was almost the end of dope
nah,
right there, guys.
I was supposed to be out here working, and my lady just go randomly see me on a nah, bro. Hell no. Nope. And he was like, he was lit, sweating. He was nervous. I was like, bro, I don't know how you even spotted them because they wasn't like the baddest looking. They looked like, yeah, they didn't even look. They was all right, but they wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? They look a little trashy. So, yeah, Rob, the one that you see on my boxing podcast, exactly, that's him. Yes. So now you know what he looked like, Rob. So if you watch the boxing podcast, that's my cousin that I'm talking about right now. So, bro, I'm down. Nah, bro, I can't be seen on that. Nah, bro. So I came home, told my lady the same story. She like, this is hilarious, but yeah, you made the right decision by not getting on. I said, I know I did. I ain't stupid. You not finna get me. Cause she like, especially when you ain't talked to me too, and I would have just randomly seen you pop up. Yeah, yeah. So, bro, Rob, he is chill, bro, but I had to control him this whole weekend. Cause he was fanboying the F out. Like
when he sees porn stars, he just goes crazy. He turns into a different guy.
And he's a huge boxing fan. So when he saw the celebrity boxers, sweat instantly. Instantly, and he was nervous.
I love that. That's what he does when he gets nervous.
Oh man, sweat instantly, bro. Both times when he saw the porn stars and when he saw the boxer, instant sweat. And I was like, chill the out. Like, come on, dog. Like, chill out, bro, because you finna get us both kicked out of here. And I didn't even apply for you. I just got you in because you showed up. I applied for myself. But since you came in and I had an extra pass, I just put you under mine so you could get in without paying. But, boy, all right. I had to calm him down, dog. So that's my story for the weekend, man. So if y'all wonder why I've been gone, that's what I've been dealing with, man. But dopecontent.com, I don't even know how I got to that story, but dopecontent.com.
I'm glad you got there because that was hilarious.
Bro, dog, I'm telling you, man, this... I got so much more. I got so much more for him too, because it was 2 days worth of stuff to get into. But dopecontent.com, I'm dropping an exclusive interview in the morning with a pro athlete. I'm gonna load up one when we get off here now with Cowboys safety Malik Hooker. So check those out, man. I'm telling you, we working. So. And then stay tuned for those wrestlers. I will, let me type in Rob, because Rob asked for Maya. It's Maya World. ITSMAYA World. That's her Twitter. And you'll see her like in VIP wrestling. She'll be in the Booker T's wrestling, things like that. He said at one time I kind of went to jail part 2 featuring Miss Dope pop up. Man, I'm telling you, bro, you weren't finna have me on there. Rob said I found it nowhere. Oh, of course you did, Rob. You damn perv. Oh, wait till I upload the pictures though from today, Rob. Just saying, they coming. So yeah, Anyway, Doc, you have a great day, man. If you ain't got nothing else, we go get up out of here. Shout out to everybody that came through today, man. Next time, don't be scared. Call in. I answer the phone. We'll answer the phone. Rob already know because we tested this out with the Cowboys random podcast I did. So Rob already know it works. It comes through clear. So everybody will be able to hear your voice, and whatever comment you want to make, you can make that comment. But if there's nothing else, we out. You good, Dart?
I'm good. Catch you guys next week.
All right, until next time. Y'all be safe. We out.